everybody. Welcome to this very spooky edition of Broadway Reacts. I'm Katie
Very
Patterson.
retro too.
Yes,
I'm
spooky, spooky. And who is that? The skull.
I believe that is Will. That is your hubby.
That is my hubby. He had a horrible accident involving sulfuric acid.
Honey, I told you we don't talk about that in public.
I'm sorry, dear. I just felt like the audience
like that.
Yes, that's it. I have about my image.
Who cares about your freaking image?
I have to make love to that every night. I'm just kidding.
I know, that's the worst. Katie, that was your fucking choice.
I know.
How stupid are you?
Oh my goodness. So hello everybody. You know who we are.
About our costumes.
Sure. Well, let's start with you, Annie. What did you dress up as?
Well, I said I was gonna do Janet Weiss from the Floor Show and Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I lost a lot of weight past few months for health reasons, and I don't fit it anymore. It would literally fall off of me, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So
yeah, that would change the rating of this stream immensely.
It would. So I am being retro, and this is the 50s, right?
I think relatively like 50s, 60s.
Like 50s, 60s, like Grease. I'm very retro with my little
Yes, your little
ascot here. Yeah, and my dress, because I love polka dots and I love red lipstick, so it's perfect.
Could not tell at all.
I know, I never wear them. And my glasses totally don't fit either.
No, not at all. Not at all. So let's move on to me. Okay. I'm just your classic witch here. I got my classic hat, I got
Do you have a name?
Yeah, it's a possible new series coming up with I'm Tabitha the Witch.
Yeah.
And
so
then
this is Tabitha.
Yeah, and then moving on to my minion / husband in the skull face, whose name is
my name is Keith. I like long walks on the beach and going out to Italian restaurants every other Thursday.
Oh, and
he's on sending arrangements, and he's looking for an arrangement.
He also likes to send souls off into eternal damnation. It's a hobby. It's a hobby.
Let him know if you're interested, if you have the same likes and want to meet him.
Oh yeah. Speaking of damnation, forgot to send my batch today. Okay, there. All right, all done for the day. There went Sarah Palin.
What about
and the world rejoices.
Yay!
So we got some questions,
and we also have my baby.
Yes, little Cosette.
Cosette. He's wearing a tennis dress. It's adorable with hearts, because she is adorable.
So we got some questions. First from Melanie. She asks, if Katie, are you going to take Will on the haunted hayride you did last year? Not this year. This year instead we went to the what are we doing? Oh yeah, the WB tour. We got to explore all of that.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, we got to explore Warner Brothers Studios, and we'll be honest, we didn't expect it to be formatted in the way it was. We thought it was going to be like, like the Universal backlot where you just get on a tram and go, but no, you actually get to, walk around and look at different parts of the lot, which included certain attractions. Like we had
some walkthroughs that I chickened out on, mainly because I knew they were going to be enclosed in spaces, and I have a severe claustrophobia. So yeah,
so I had to. So yeah, I had to endure that. Well, technically, I only went through one. Technically, I only went through one of the three because the lines were too long. But yeah, we had 3 different walk-ins or walkthroughs. One was the house from The Conjuring. One was from the high school from Nightmare on Elm Street, and then of course the piece de resistance, the Neobolt house from It.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, which we got to see earlier that day, so that added to the fear. And it didn't help. They had actors in raincoats with red balloons walking around, following us. I had this little person just following us, going, and I'm like, no, stop it!
Some of them with their arms ripped off, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like their arm was like this, and that's got the red paint on the thing, and I was just like, no, you stay the hell away from me.
I used to be in theater with a guy who had on like the bottom half of his arm was not there. He played Peter Pan.
Well, good for him.
Good for him. But yeah, there was also I'm sorry?
Then you also did the virtual reality escape from It.
Awesome.
It advertised that it was a closed-in space, so I'm like, nope, I'm missing out on that.
Yeah, basically they tricked out this school bus to be like a little walkthrough area. There's a first part where you're in the sewers, and they just they sometimes do like little air jets and stuff like that. It's very ambient. And then you finally walk into where you sit down and put on the virtual reality masks and stuff like that, and it's pretty much just like you gotta try to escape from Pennywise, and it got me a few times, but
yeah, they have that up here in New York. They have a theater that has these virtual reality rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Cool. If it was just the virtual reality, I would have been fine. It's just the being in enclosed spaces. I would have been like, no. But then we did the tour, and they had some jump scares on the tour in which I screamed,
of course,
really loudly. I'm pretty sure because I was forced to be separated from Will. I was sitting behind him, and there was this guy who jumped behind the car and just started going and banging on the car. I'm just like, I probably took out your eardrums. I'm sorry, honey.
So we should share our poll with everyone. So
yes, what is our poll? That way I can set it up. Hold on one second. Yes. Let me actually go ahead and
Melanie, I love your question about magic. So I'm going to make our next poll in honor of you, since you're such a devoted follower and viewer. Our theme will be Disney/magic, and our choices are the Fields of Ambrosia.
Hold on one second. Hold on. Oh no! Don't pick Fields of Ambrosia. That's the worst.
Freckle-faced strawberry.
What?
Yeah. And let's go with the roar of the grease paint, the smell of the crowd.
Oh God! So we're doing terrible stuff.
Yes, we're gonna do terrible stuff because I feel like it. God damn it! But it's all in honor of Melanie.
Thanks, Melanie. So /magic/ horrible musicals.
No, it's Disney/magic.
So Fields. I'm writing this down. Fields of Ambrosia.
Freckle-faced strawberry. Yes, Melanie, we know you love Disney and magic things.
Is it face or face?
Freckle face. So we're gonna do that because we all love Disney and magic. What?
Oh yeah. Roar of the grease paint.
Roar of the grease paint, the smell of the crowd. With this song, what is this one? There is a beautiful land where all your dreams come true. It's all tied up in a rainbow, all shiny and new.
I'm just gonna call it Roar of the Grease Paint.
No matter what you do, sure. It's not on top of a rainbow or beneath the deep blue sea, or in London Zoo or in Timbuktu or in Timbuk 3. And if you travel the world from China to Peru, did you ever do that with Todd and Robin?
No, I never did.
I did it with them. God.
It was terrible, I'm assuming.
There's a beautiful land on the chart. An explorer could not begin to discover its origin, for the beautiful land is in your heart, your heart, your heart. And actually, I skipped the beginning of that song. It's red is the color of a lot of lollipops. Orange is any orange on a tree. Yellow's the color of a bag of lemon drops. Green is a piece of seaweed in the sea. Blue is the color of the sky in summertime. Indigo is a Siamese cat's eyes. And there is a beautiful land where all your dreams come true. Yeah, we would love to do Disenchanted, Melanie, but they don't have that online, and we've actually contacted them, and they didn't have the music recorded. But they do follow us, and we follow them, and we love them.
Oh, really? They don't have, like, soundtracks available?
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, shit.
We're waiting for them. We're waiting for it. Once it's available,
we told them to let us know when they do, and we will do them immediately.
Yeah.
They're top of the
But
list.
now back to Melanie's question.
Back to Melanie's question, yes.
Would you rather live in a world...
She has a few different questions, so let's do favorite Halloween/Christmas special first.
Okay, favorite Halloween special, I would probably put that to Hocus Pocus, being a witch and all.
Here. I love Hocus Pocus. It's fantastic.
And you, babe, what's your favorite Halloween special?
Oh, and I love Bette Midler, so can't go wrong there.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
I saw her in Hello Dolly. She was absolutely fucking amazing, even though she was sick.
Like it has to be a specific Halloween special that was on TV, or can it just be like any movie?
It could be any movie.
Any movie is fine.
I technically now have, well, I've always had one, but now I can add two to the list, given recent circumstances. Still, one of my favorite Halloween movies is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Of course.
Because that could be, considered both. But now I can safely say I'm going to add It to one of my favorite Halloween movies.
Oh,
I really, really enjoyed myself watching this film a few days ago with everybody.
Like I mentioned before, I'm glad they still had some gory aspects to the movie, but they went with a lot more psychological stuff.
They did, and I love psychological stuff.
Exactly, and I appreciate psychological horror films more than I do with just Gorefest, because I feel like Gorefest are like just cheap and trying to go out with the gross out scares and stuff like that. And like I'll be honest, it was randomly on TV and I was bored. I watched the Paris Hilton version of House of Wax, at least the first half of it. Because
honey, why would you subject yourself to that torture? Not the
bored.
Not the gore stuff. I mean,
that we do when we're bored, Will. The things that we do when we're bored. I watched Adventures of Big Boy because I was bored with Lucas Grabeel shooting lunch meat in his pants.
But either way, I only got through half of the film before I felt like I was going to vomit, because I was just like, I was so grossed out. And it was like, I couldn't even enjoy anything, like the campiness of it. Because I'm like, this is just disgusting. This is gross. Why would anybody get any kind of fucking thrill? That's why I can't watch. There's his face.
Okay.
That's why I can't watch films like House of a Thousand Corpses, because I know that is just like tons of gore. Like any Rob Zombie film, I probably would not be able to stomach, just because
you shouldn't need to have gore. Anyways, let's move on to Melanie's next question. Would you rather live in a world with magic but little to no technology, or a world with futuristic technology but little to no magic, and why? I have an answer.
Why don't you give your answer while I think, because I need to think on this one.
I would choose a world with futuristic technology but little to no magic, because I need to have technology so that I can speak to and visit my friends and family in Australia.
I might go with the magic, because I then can create my own little portals to go visit friends or communicate with friends.
That is actually the good question. With the magic, can you create portals and just teleport instead of traveling via plane? Because then I might choose the magic.
Yeah, because I endure plane rides, but I I don't like how it makes my ears, and I hate takeoffs. Takeoffs are the worst. Mainly because I think of the Apollo 13 whenever I take off in an airplane. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to blow up. I'm going to blow up.
That's funny. I'm trying to position myself so that my glasses do not have the glare from the computer. So I don't know what it looks like I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing.
Well, what about you, babe? Would you prefer lots of technology and no magic, or would you prefer lots of magic or possibly no technology?
I'd have to go with more. I'd have to go with more technology. I am a techno geek, and as much as a lot of people say it's given some problems, which I will admit, you know, they have a point. It's pretty much like the best thing in the universe that we've been granted with all this.
Interesting. But did you hear with magic, you can replace everything you can do with technology.
Did you hear that there's a robot that was just granted citizenship?
I did not hear that.
And this robot, when at South by Southwest, said it wanted to kill humans. Kill all humans.
Of course it did.
And now Saudi Arabia has granted it full citizenship.
Well, of course they would.
Oh, dear God.
The first robot to have full citizenship somewhere. At least it can drive, even though it's a woman.
All right, and then we have another question from Top
and
Josh.
Thank you, Melanie. We love our costumes too.
Thank you, Red Chaos too.
Yeah, thank you, Red Chaos.
Top Josh's question.
He wants to know how we are. Yeah,
we are good.
We're good. Very good.
Yeah. Do you guys know Pokemon? Who doesn't know Pokemon?
Of course.
So,
Pokemon. My brother named his cats after Pokemon. The new generation, though. Rayquaza and Deoxys. Yeah.
And he wants to know who is our favorite Pokemon set of Pikachu, and our Pokemon type for each of you, and why?
I love Eevee. I love fire type.
It's hard to pick. I think for my favorite type, I would have to go with Dugong because I love seals.
Yeah.
But I know what Will's favorite Pokemon is because he's told me lots of times.
Let's hear it, Will. Let's hear it.
It's a tie between Vulpix and Eevee.
Why?
I knew the Vulpix.
Because cute.
It is cute. And then and for each of us, what is our type, like our Pokemon type if we were a Pokemon? Well, I know myself, I would probably be either a dark type or a ghost type.
You would be a dark type, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say I would be?
I'd probably say either fire or electric.
I think fire.
Yeah, because you're a very bold person, and a lot of the fire type Pokemons are bold, so I would say that.
Very bold, fiery.
And then Will.
I'm kind of stumped. I also want to say maybe fire.
Yeah, I might lean a little more towards electric with you, but
yeah, electric sounds
really
good.
Electric?
Yeah. Let's go with electric. And guys, if you guys have any input as to our Pokemon types, we'd love to hear that too.
Yes, we would. Yeah. Oh, we also have an announcement. We have our own P.O. box now. We finally
have a P.O. box, and we have a website for our new production company.
Yes, so for the website. Yes, it's live now. It's awesome. The website is Forbidden Storybooks Productions. Yeah, ForbiddenStoryBooksProductions.com. And I'll definitely write down the P.O. box on the website. But for those of you who might have their pen and pencil ready, it is.
Are you ready? You're going to write it down.
Yeah, you got to write it down.
Because we wanted to send us stuff, so we've got this P.O. box ready.
Yeah. But notes before you send stuff and before I tell you it.
You have to send it to
small P.O. box. It's a small P.O. box, so we can't accept any packages at this time. But we'll let you know if we decide to upgrade and get bigger size P.O. box. It's only what we can afford right now because we're poor.
Yeah. if you want to help us.
Mm-hmm. And then if you want to send stuff for Broadway Reacts either to me, Will, or Annie, send it to either me or Will because our names are on the P.O. box. Annie's name is not on the P.O. box yet because she has to show up in person with her ID in order to get said P.O. box. It's
or you can put it to Forbidden Storybook Productions.
Yes.
But that's on.
Put it to Forbidden Storybook Productions as well. They'll most likely just send it to me or Will directly. That way we can. Will. Yeah, send it to me or Will directly. That way we can definitely get it because I'm not 100% sure if you send it to Forbidden Storybook Productions, it'll automatically go to us. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, here is
our pen and paper ready.
Yep, pen and paper ready. Here we go. It is P.O. Box 15455, North Hollywood, California 91615. So if you got some special stuff to send to us that's can fit into a small P.O. box, not an extra small, just a regular small P.O. box, we would love to receive it. And then if you have anything for Annie, just send it to me and then I'll send it to her. Until she gets her freaking name on the P.O. box.
It'll happen.
But either way, we got that. So we're excited.
We'd love to get whatever you want to send us.
Yeah, fan art, letters, any gifts. Cash is always appreciated.
You know, so we can get our stuff started.
Cash is always appreciated, but you don't have to send us cash.
Yeah.
If you're
letters, fan art, we love those too. We love anything from you guys because
fan art of me throwing up into a bucket, listening to a horrible soundtrack while Annie and laughing at me, and Will is just patting me on the back, going, "It's okay, babe. Let it out. Let it out."
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. That's appreciated.
We love it all.
All right, so I guess we should get started with our thing. It's actually going to be a very short musical because actually
it's from Universal Studios Hollywood.
Yeah, this is like I think they only did this in 2013. I don't know if they still do this because of like the Hollywood Horror Nights and stuff like that. But they had, for a very short period of time, Creature from the Black Lagoon, the musical. And I have to say,
what we're going to be listening to and watching.
Yes, exactly. We have the link below in the description. So if you wish to react with us, you can go ahead.
Melanie says she needs you to repeat the P.O. box slowly.
Oh.
And Sadness said she can't send us candy. Do you think she could send us candy? Would that fit?
Well, as long as it's in like small little bags, that's fine because I think it's like 5.5 inches across and 3 inches vertical. So if it fits within that dynamic, then yeah, you can send us stuff.
Yeah, you can send stuff.
Yeah, though I will say if you do decide you want to send us candy or food, make sure it's already pre-packaged.
Yeah.
It's non-perishable.
Non-perishable and
know that it's headed over there so that we can pick it up.
Yeah.
And sitting there.
And I'm sorry, any like baked goods or anything like that, anything that's like food that's handmade, we can't accept that. I'm sorry. It's just we trust you guys, but at the same time, we don't know who is crazy enough going, let's put some cyanide in some cupcakes. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat any cyanide-filled cupcakes, thank you.
No, we're not into that stuff. We may be cooking crazy, but we're not that crazy.
Yeah, not crazy.
I don't know about you, Katie, but
I don't know about you, Annie. What about you, Will? Are you crazy?
Are we crazy? We're crazy?
Yeah. But either way. So once again, slowly, P.O. Box 15455, North Hollywood 91615 is the zip code. So it's North Hollywood, California 91615. And again, that P.O. box number is 15455. So yeah.
And Red Chaos, yes, I know a really good horror movie for this year. Have you seen Raw? It premiered at
I have not seen Raw yet. I need to watch that.
Fantastic. I loved it.
I need to watch that. I know it's on Netflix.
It was really good too.
Yeah.
But watch Raw. It's so good.
Yeah. Me and Will actually got started in Stranger Things the other day.
I did too. I mean, season 2. I saw season 1. I started watching.
I haven't seen season 1 yet, so I don't know what's going on. Like, Will just went missing.
You must.
I know, I must. But I do know a good horror comedy series that I like watching. It's called the Santa Clarita Diet, and I believe that stars Drew Barrymore in that. And
it was filmed in Santa Clarita, where the movie that I was just working on was filmed. Oh, we've changed the title. It's not The First. It's The Girl with the Curls.
That makes more sense because
that's what they called our working title. Yeah.
Yeah. The Girl with the Curls. I like
The Curls, and I'm an associate producer.
Yes, exactly. And we've got some other exciting stuff coming up with our documentary series called It's called the Endo Diaries. It's the Endo Diaries.
Working title right now is Invisible.
Invisible. Okay. I kind of like Endo Diaries though as an actual title. Yeah.
What do you guys think? Do you guys like Invisible or the Endo Diaries?
Yes. And endometriosis is a serious condition. Annie can actually talk about endometriosis. I would love to talk about endometriosis.
Endometriosis is a disorder where, they say that it's caused by endometrial tissue lining outside of the uterus, but it has been found that these cells in no way are similar to endometrial tissue cells, but they do reproduce in the same exact way as cancer cells. It is a cancer, but it is non-malignant. And it forms cysts, and it will fuse organs together, and it's extremely painful. It's caused by excess levels of estrogen. It is thought of as a female disorder, but actually men can get it too. The men who get it tend to be on diabetes medication or chemotherapy. One of the ways that that doctors try to treat endo, there's no good treatments for endometriosis, but there's a prostate cancer chemotherapy drug that doctors will put women on that puts them into an artificial state of menopause. It's called Depo-Lupron, but it is also used for court mandated chemical castration. It is not a good thing to put people on, and the only other ways that they treat endo are through birth control and through surgeries. And in some cases, women will get hysterectomies and their ovaries removed to try to fight it. But there is no cure, and you're never going to be without it once you were diagnosed with it. It causes very painful periods, heavy periods, painful sex. It's not fun. It leaves a lot of women stuck in bed all day in pain.
And this is actually something that you go through, right, Annie?
Yep, I have it. I had a hysterectomy. I had a bilateral oophorectomy. My hysterectomy was when I was 18. 20 was when I had my ovaries removed. But I feel so much better, and I'm able to live and do this stuff with you guys, which I couldn't do before. So
exactly. So, one other question before we continue on with our stream.
This version of Pennywise.
Yeah. Which, by the way, thank you, Annie, for talking about endometriosis, because it is a serious illness, and it is a women's rights issue as well, because they're back on the lovely thing we call the internet. There was an argument about how it's a men's rights issue, and it's like, no, it's not. It's more of a women. Yeah, men can get it too, but it's more of a women's issue right now.
I had a friend who, unfriended me because she was like, it's time to focus on men's rights. And I was saying we needed to focus on women's rights because endometriosis is in such a bad place. They haven't, changed the treatments since Marilyn Monroe was struggling with it. Marilyn Monroe, yes, she was taking pain medications, but because she had endo, she was in bed all day. Because she had endo, she was in pain. She was not just randomly depressed. It was endometriosis, and nobody wants to deal with it. People say, oh, well, all women have periods. All women are in pain. Everyone's in pain. Just suck it up and deal with it. It's not right. The studies that are done on it, there have been a few studies that have been done, but in Italy, there was one that the outcome of the study was that they found women with severe endometriosis are more attractive than those without. And that is not a good study to do. We need to find a good cure, a good treatment. And the other study that was in America was to find out the effects of endometriosis on men's sex lives. I'm sorry, but we need to find out more about women with this. Anyways, I started to comment on my friend's thing about needing men's rights, saying that we needed to focus on women's rights so that we can find a good way to treat endometriosis and acknowledge it publicly as it is, as a cancer, even though it's non-malignant. And she unfriended me because she said that that was not a women's rights issue.
Yeah.
And it deeply hurt me because she was a childhood friend of,
Yeah, but...
Thank you, Melanie. It is very painful.
Yeah.
But so I'm using the second chance that I have to raise awareness. And if anyone watching the stream has problems with their period and pain, I'm happy to help and be there. So send a message.
Exactly. Yeah, send a message in our P.O. box.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry about that. It's just a very important topic, and I feel like it should be addressed and not swept under the rug or anything like that. But anyway, sorry about that. Back to Red Chaos's question: which version of Pennywise do we like best? The 2017 version or the 1990s version with Tim Curry? I am in favor, honestly, of, I mean, while I adore Tim Curry, he's a great actor, and he definitely made Pennywise a little more fun. I might have to go with Bill Skarsgård, because with Skarsgård, the character was intentionally supposed to be terrifying. And unfortunately, because Tim Curry has made it more likable, made it more funny, it didn't really capture the terror that it is supposed to have.
And Bill Skarsgård absolutely captured that.
Yeah, he's a scary fellow. I would like to work with him on a project. I feel like he and I could, our crazy minds could work together quite well. What about you, Will? Who is your favorite Pennywise?
I'd have to go with Bill, honestly. Like, the way I see it, Stephen King, he's always been a prolific writer of horror. Sure, he might occasionally have some, funny moments here and there, but I feel like Bill really did the character justice. I mean, not dissing on Tim Curry in any way, shape, or form. I fucking love Tim Curry.
He's fucking awesome.
But with this sort of character that he was playing, sure, he added a bit of personality, per se, to Pennywise, but either way you slice it, it's still Tim Curry being Tim Curry. I never really...
Bill Skarsgård, like, he became Pennywise.
Yeah, Bill actually became the character. Tim, as much as I love him, you can still tell it's Tim being Tim. That kind of took me out of it. I mean, his performance was still great, and he was hilarious in a lot of parts. But yeah, I'd have to go with Bill. I feel like he does the character. He does the character justice, especially with the type of genre that it is meant to be. So
exactly.
So yeah, props to you, Tim, but got to go with Bill.
Love you, Tim.
And Annie, I'm assuming you're with everybody else.
I am with everybody else here. And guys, if you want to let us know your thoughts, we would love to hear that.
Yes, put them in the live chat or comment after the video is done.
We'll get back to it.
Yeah, we'll definitely get back to it. But now, moving started. Yes, let's get the stream started with Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Universal Hollywood experience. That's going to be fun. And I have to say, out of all the classic horror films that I've watched a lot of the old classic horror films, the old Universal monster movies. Creature from the Black Lagoon was probably my favorite. I think because it was also revolutionary, because I think it was the one of the first of the black and white films that had music attached to it. I think it was one of the first. If it wasn't the first, then I think Wolfman was officially the first, but if it wasn't, then it was definitely Creature from the Black Lagoon. And it's, I don't know, I like sea monsters, I like swamp monsters, and it just stuck with me as a child. And I'm just like, yeah, this is one of my favorites.
So should we get this started?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. And if you have a favorite monster movie, put it in the live chat too. We're telling you to put a lot of stuff in the live chat because we want to make sure. We
want to hear your thoughts.
We want to hear your thoughts. And we want to make sure you're actually paying attention to these live streams.
Yeah,
it's a test.
I have to say, Phantom of the Opera. I love it.
I do love it too. Mainly because I'm a big Phantom buff, and I've watched a lot of different versions of it. I listened to a lot of different soundtracks and stuff like that. And Claude Rains. Claude Rains. I love Claude Rains. All right, so here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Tell me if you can't hear it, you guys. Inside Universal. Creature. Lots of flashing lights. I'm going to enjoy my bag of Halloween candy while I'm watching this.
I don't have Halloween candy here. Inside Universal presents. Also, the new season of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend has been fantastic so far. The best season ever. I love it. So if you're not watching, you should watch it. Sorry, I had to say that.
Of course. God, talk about your fetish for Rachel Bloom.
I don't have a fetish.
Yes, you do. Stop being in denial.
I do not. Ooh, Red Chaos says Godzilla 2014 is his favorite monster movie. He also says, what do you guys think of the Cult of Chucky?
I mean, I liked the first movie. The rest of them kind of blah.
Yeah. Same here.
Okay, is anyone else with this song getting Avril Lavigne flashback? Anyone else getting Avril Lavigne flashbacks with that song?
The show you are about to experience depicts an unnatural romance. This relationship is performed by highly trained professionals, and so we ask if you do not attempt to engage in an unnatural romance at home, and remind you that even your average garden variety romance involves a frightening of
Okay, now I just have to choose an outfit.
Okay.
That was interesting.
What?
The story is one that stretches back 60 or perhaps even 60.
Sorry, I missed that.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon was made famous in the Universal monster movie classic from the 1950s.
Yeah.
The mysterious creature on this link in the chain of evolution lived in the unexplored primitive Amazon of South America, where it went on a rampage, killing natives and explorers that don't.
just a scary work of fiction, right? Well, maybe not. Now, a new team of brave, brilliant, and surprisingly attractive young scientists.
Attractive scientists. We got to make sure that we know that they're attractive.
Young scientists.
Because we can't have old scientists. And yes, Phantom of the Opera does.
It does.
Because there was a version in 1943 with Claude Rains.
The team will investigate the mysterious recent deaths of many locals and try to explain sightings of a strange and perhaps prehistoric creature.
Just makes you wonder who.
Imagine how much they paid those two to film this.
Probably a lot. Oh, nice. Okay, we got the natives with bongo drums.
I'm loving the production design here.
I do too. And we got rock and roll quality. I was not expecting rock and roll.
I was. Can you turn it up a little bit?
I think it's as loud as it goes.
I just like how they just flat said, "We must be jerks."
I'm a fan of the oohs in the background.
I like it.
I don't know who this person is, but I like her singing.
I love her. I don't know who she is, but I love her. She's awesome.
She must be like their captain guide person.
Yeah,
I'd say a local
like
guy.
a voodoo person too. Like the local spirit guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's that fucking creep guy who's like, I'm gonna kill the monster. We gotta have the nerdy scientist too, with the glasses.
You got to. Glasses that fit my
Wait, did they say the Disney cruises?
I think they took a jab at the Disney cruise.
Oh, I like her.
Oh yeah, it's the random female scientist. And it's like, yeah.
Or as I like to call
her. You are not dressed for an expedition, young lady.
I just like to call her token.
Yeah, she's our token bitch.
Ooh, I love that.
Oh.
That's cool.
Oh wow, that's clever.
Okay, if the creature does not have a love song with this woman, I will be so sad. Ooh, I love harmonies.
I hope the creature has a song.
I hope so too. Because in the movie, he doesn't talk. Because he's a monster.
I mean, Jaws had a love song.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Yep.
Jaws had a love song, so why can't the creature?
Creature should. The director did a fantastic job here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think she was a photographer in the original film.
Okay.
To examine, test, and strive. I'd be happy to survive.
Of course, we got the other native chef apparently going. Oh.
Oh.
I think he just died. Well, sorry, you can't survive because
that was a very quiet death.
Oh, I think that's the monster.
Oh, there we go. It's the monster.
Wow, I really love like how they did the choir and all that.
I love it.
I'm loving the lighting, the effects with the green and brown.
I'm loving the whole production design.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised with the production value, even if it is universal.
Wait, Wi-Fi?
Where's my cook?
They just say Wi-Fi?
Manuel?
Did they just say Wi-Fi?
They did.
Yeah, they did say Wi-Fi.
They do realize what time period they're in, right?
Can't you just feel it?
They just changed the time period.
Actually, that's death. The stench from rotting vegetation, decomposing animals, and waste material. You sure know how to sweet talk a girl, don't you? Okay. Remember why we're here. If we do find a long-lost primitive creature out in this jungle, just imagine the excitement.
I would love to be in a show like this.
Oh, I would too.
Kiss me.
Yeah, this would be fun.
Oh.
Ooh.
Slut! I call slut!
I like her.
I like her, but she's a slut.
So?
Takes a slut to know a slut?
I guess I'll just go for
Eh?
Hello, in my very fit and
Katie, did you hear your beau called you a slut?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
She is a slut.
She's a slut. You're a
This is a
whore.
family show, right?
Mm-hmm.
It should be.
cocktail.
Oh, she's going for a swim.
In the lagoon. That's not sanitary.
Oh, okay. Ew.
When he's talking about death in the lagoon, like, ew.
Is there trouble in paradise? Why don't you ditch David's little dinghy and hop aboard the SS Sensational?
Mark, how can I put this? I would rather drink a glass of peaches, dip myself in a vat of Ebola virus, then feed myself to a school of ravenous piranha.
Okay, I'm getting mixed signals.
I'm getting mixed signals.
To be clear, it's the receiver that's screwed up.
That was a lot.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, gosh.
You won't get
Why do
it.
they have to have characters like that? I don't like characters like that. Where they're like, you like me, you're just playing hard to get. I hate
You stupid bitch.
you stupid bitch.
The boat's floating. The boat's floating.
Oh,
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
that is awesome. They, for those of you who
Wow.
are not watching, they have the girl on wires.
Fucking
And-
love this.
And she's like swimming in the air to
Above
simulate
the
that she's swimming
audience.
Above the audience. It's the
And
fact that
she's
she's
doing
doing
little
this,
acrobatics.
and the fact that she's doing this and like still singing is incredible.
The Aladdin show at California Adventure got nothing on this.
This is fucking fantastic. I
Wow.
hope they bring it back. I would love to see this.
Yeah,
But the
I
only
would too.
thing I think that would come close enough to this is when I was in a production of Peter Pan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
When they do
Yeah.
like, I'm flying, 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 flying.
I think we have a hashtag for today. Hashtag bring back the Black Lagoon musical.
Oh,
Bring back
Uh-oh.
the Black Lagoon. Whoa!
It's the monster.
What I loved too is like when she was doing the breaststroke, she wasn't just like still going. They stopped it every time she was in the middle of the stroke. That way she could, it's really simulated swimming. That's good. Whoa! Synchronized!
It's the
damn.
monster. Please don't kill her off. I love this girl.
Oh, he doesn't kill her. He falls in love with her.
Grabbed
Oh.
her leg.
I think that's the distress cry from the South American edge. There it is again. Good God. So, I saved your life. Now you owe me.
Oh, God.
Oh, what an asshole.
Did you see it? I saw it. It's what it did look like.
It did not look like a clown, by the way.
Incredible muscle tone, six-pack abs that would make a girl. Oh, David!
Of course, Kay, but first, I have to check my instruments. Captain Miranda. See? Okay.
There, pobrecita. Your boyfriend is sometimes around. Yeah.
Hey, can I get a hug too?
I thought
Nope.
Ah!
Ah.
Shoving the face in the breast.
Hey, he really wanted it.
We look good at it. Trunk and hair.
Told you she's a voodoo lady.
And we found Manuel the cook.
Ah!
See, the cook's still alive.
No, the cook is the skeleton.
Oh.
Monster music, yeah, the only thing that's missing is a wild gypsy voodoo prophecy.
Did you just do that?
Yep.
Chicky, chicky, da, da.
There's the picture.
Oh, he's back.
Oh my God, he sings!
Singing.
Yes! I love it. I'm wondering with the swimming stuff, how much training the guy who did the creature and the girl had to go through in order to pull that off.
Oh!
Oh! He just de-armed the guy.
He did. He's been disarmed.
Maybe this is it.
Turn his head off.
Whoa.
Turn his head off.
Josette paused the video for me.
Oh my God.
Oh wow, she is whipping him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
She moves so well in that costume.
I wonder what he looks like without the costume.
I can't forget the buffalo tap steps. What
Did you
the
just say
hell?
neener, neener, neener?
Yeah, I heard neener, neener, neener.
Neener, neener, neener.
Oh my God, what are they wearing?
Scuba gear.
With little Speedos?
Yep.
Here's a
He
song.
looks like a rocker.
He does. Making me think of Toxic Avenger. They are singing together. It is a duet.
It is a duet.
You got what you wanted, babe.
Melanie says hashtag neener, neener, neener.
Hashtag.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my God, we're like almost 20 minutes into this thing. Shit.
No!
I want to see more of this.
I wish this were longer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is a live show at a theme park. They can't have it last forever, unfortunately.
Almost into a long show. Oh, we've gone Phantom of the Opera here.
Yeah, he has. Oh, of course. Clap on, clap off lights. What the hell?
Let me make you a concoction, my dear.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, and I know you have green eyes and you're an Aquarius.
What exactly are you?
Oh, Pisces, of course. I enjoy swimming, diving, water sports.
What is with the Australian
I was
accent?
gonna say he's got an Aussie accent.
Sheila.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
What a
Oh my
beautiful,
god!
what a lovely Sheila like you.
Well, it was really more like a stabbing pain. Yes. We know! This is crazy!
Yes.
I'm an archaeologist and you're a fish! Wait, that could work.
Right, like caviar and champagne. Like fish sticks and tartar sauce.
Like surf and turf!
Like rock lobster. I'm right!
Yes!
Oh my god!
Song! We have a love
Yes!
I'm so happy right now.
I'm sure you are.
Pull out the microphone. Pull it out. Stop.
I
Okay,
hope
now
that
it's
she
disco
thinks
ball.
back to him.
I hope we get a disco ball. Please let there be a disco ball.
I want them to duo dance.
Hey, HE Studios, if you're watching this, I have something else you want to show I Am Shadow aside from Jaws.
Universal Studios, make this a full-length musical. Bring it back.
Bring it back. Make it full length.
We will love it. We will see it. We will promote it.
Honey, we need to get somebody to make this song and we do a cover of it.
You got your person right here. My roommate's headed out to a date.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Yes!
You're sweeter than chocolate cake icing. I know it's bad, but you're the one I
Oh god.
Are they gonna kiss?
Oh my god, she pulls out a microphone too!
Yes!
Yes! So much fucking yes to this!
Yes, this is all yes. This is all so much yes.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Are they gonna kiss?
I am happy.
Got her flowers.
I'm happy. I got my love song. Oh, and then of course they ruined it.
Aww.
This isn't what it looks like.
You just kidnapped me.
Seriously, he has his own theme song.
Wait, no!
What are you doing? Whoa, whoa, how did you get that from airport security?
Ah!
Look at it, David, it's magnificent. I'll make a fortune. No.
How do you get that through airport security?
No!
Oh!
Oh! They didn't kiss.
His name is Gil. Oh my god.
Don't touch him! Something has gone horribly wrong! He's going on some kind of hideous transformation!
Oh.
Back to the love!
What the hell is going on? Whoa!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
What
Oh!
the hell? When did we turn into Power Rangers? This wasn't in the movie!
That I approve.
What is
I
happening?
approve. I don't know.
Wait a minute! Where's Kay? Well, I thought she was with you! I thought she was with you! You're her fiancé!
are dumb.
They're so dumb.
Oh my god.
Cuckoo-cuckoo!
Oh my god.
You sang a bunch of like pop song stuff. That was a phone. She has a cell phone.
Sorry, it was in a trance.
Looks like I'll be really late getting home tonight. The creature is killing everyone. Oh, there's monkey brains in the freezer. And remember the TiVo command. Quick, climb aboard. He might come after us. What do you think so? Not that I care.
Not that I
It's
care.
okay, Kay. You're safe with us now. Yeah, that monster won't bother you again.
You shouldn't call him a monster just because he's different.
So what's up with you and Mr. Tall, Dark, and Salmon? Nothing. We just talked. Oh, leave me alone!
Oh,
What's that?
The monster.
It was an accident. How could I know? No, what? What accident? Tell us!
She slapped the voodoo doll.
Yep.
A-Rod's human growth hormone.
Oh.
Oh, well, that explains everything. Nobody could be that big a jerk naturally.
Oh, shite.
oh, jeez. Whoa!
Hi.
Hello.
Whoa.
This was not in the movie, but I appreciate this.
I love it.
And what I mean by Power Rangers, Melanie, is that always the monsters grew at the end of each episode. Make my monster grow! And so I was like, Power Rangers!
Bring back Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Wow, this immediately turned into King Kong from the Black Lagoon.
But I approve it all.
Hey? I heard a
This creature will Sorry, David.
Oh my!
Ooh.
When?
But it's not natural. It's an law, see? No, it's supernatural.
They need to bring this musical back to
Bring
Universal.
this back. Universal Studios. Bring
Start
it
a
back.
petition, people. Start a petition.
We'll sign it.
He's gonna eat her. He's gonna eat her. He's gonna eat her.
I don't need her.
I know it.
I'm just gonna get in his.
Ah!
Well,
I guess she learned her lesson.
I'm sorry, I don't approve of that.
True love is sure to kill.
Okay, the ending's a little shoddy.
Yeah.
Suddenly turned into Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors.
Which I don't appreciate.
And,
change the ending.
yeah, change the ending.
Wow.
That's it.
And there's that creature.
Do we get to see what he looks like underneath?
No, I don't think so.
Boo. Ooh.
I would have preferred to see her turn into a fish than just eaten.
Yeah.
Eaten and then spit out like a fish.
Eaten and like broke out.
All right, thanks for watching. All right.
There you go.
So that was Creature from the Black Lagoon. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, go first, Annie.
I fucking loved it. It was awesome. I loved the music. The production value was amazing. The set design was great. The performers were amazing. I loved the aerial acrobatics that happened. But I hate the ending. I wish this was longer. I want it to be a feature-length musical, but I want them to change the ending. They should not kill her. I love that girl so much. Okay.
All
Katie?
Right. All right. I'm in the same boat. I think the music was awesome. I love the rock and roll quality to it. I loved with the aerial acrobatics. It really showed more a simulation of swimming rather than just swinging from side to side, because they could have easily done that. But like whenever she was doing like the frog stroke or the breaststroke, if you're a swimmer, how they would like you stop in the water after you do your stroke. It was well timed and it was really well done. Synchronization in the flips was really awesome. I agree with Annie. I wish this was a longer musical, because then they probably would have been able to develop the characters more, because I can say that aside from Kay and the monster, I didn't really grow attached to any of the other characters. And I wish that I feel like if the musical was longer, you would have been able to get a little more development in each of the characters. I would probably, besides that in the ending, because I think it's a cheap ending to just eat her and call it a day.
She's awesome.
I feel like they could have just spent more time understanding because like unless you go in knowing every single little detail about the creature from the Black Lagoon, then you're gonna be probably lost in like who these people are. And like I mentioned, it was hard for me to besides from Kay and the creature, to grow attached to them or really understand them or where they came from and shit like that. And so that was my biggest complaint with this. But other than that, I loved it. I thought it was good, and I hope Universal changes the ending
and brings it back and makes it a featured musical.
Exactly. So now I'm gonna pass it off to Will. What do you think?
I thought this was really, really fun. It was corny, it was campy, it had good music to it. It was, with all intents and purposes, it is a theme park stage show. So as much as we would love to see more of it, in this sort of context, it kind of has to be restricted to
but
a short amount of
main
time.
Stage, make it a feature. I totally go for it.
Yeah, if they want to make it like a main stage musical, like in other theaters like that, then they would probably have a lot more time to, flesh out everything and fix the ending. Because I didn't like the ending either. But
I think people would love it as a main stage musical.
Yeah, I agree.
It's got the campiness for it. So as a theme park, musical, it did its job pretty well, and
it did more than well. Like it did more than, you know, as a theme park musical would normally do.
And honestly, it's like a thing for Universal. I feel like they should incorporate more of the Universal monsters into like their tour and stuff like that, because that's kind of how they got started. So they should really reach more into those roots.
Hey, maybe Universal could make the actual official Jaws the musical next.
Oh, they should. I'd love to see that.
Yes,
but yeah,
I agree.
But yeah, I remember like this was really fun to see, because I also do remember seeing. My very first time I went to Universal Studios, there, like when I was a kid, there was a Beetlejuice musical, which I'm actually really surprised that wasn't an option for this week's poll.
I didn't know there was a Beetlejuice musical.
I didn't know there was a Beetlejuice musical either. I did not know that. I've been to the Beetlejuice restaurant, though.
Like in Hollywood, I believe back then it was just like a stage show. But I did look it up. Yeah, apparently there is a thing called Beetlejuice's Graveyard Review. That's in Orlando.
Yeah, I think I actually have seen that online, and it's basically, I think he brings to life different monsters and they sing stuff. I think that's the premise of this musical.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
the Beetle House is awesome.
But yeah, I want to cover the love song with Will, the love song between the creature and Kay.
You should.
That would be so funny.
We could do some great production value with that.
Yes.
Which reminds us, we are starting some crowdfunds for our project soon.
Yes, we'll be doing crowdfunding for our Endo Diaries. And we'll also be doing for Annie series, BFFs, and eventually when I get to finishing it, my series, Life of a Dead Girl. So we got a lot of stuff
and a few other things possibly. Maybe our food porn hotline.
Food porn hotline, maybe my short film that I'm also writing called Only You. And yeah, we got some exciting stuff in the pipeline. And remember, we have our P.O. box now. So if you want to
we'd love to see what you send us.
Yes, see what you send us. Remember, if you want to send stuff to, like, for us, either address it to me or address it to Will, because Annie doesn't have her name on the box yet. But as soon as she gets her name on the box, we'll let you know. That way you can send stuff to her directly.
Yep.
All right, I think that about wraps it up. Let me actually take a quick gander at our poll, before we call it a day.
You do that.
Yes, let's do it.
What horrible show are we going to be listening to and reacting?
Okay, hold on 1 second. I think. Let me pull this. We are at a tie between Freckle-Faced Strawberry and Roar of the Grease Paint. So, yeah.
And I gave the little excerpt from Roar of the Grease Paint, The Smell of the Crap.
I'm just so glad that Fields of Ambrosia is not on the list yet, because damn, that's a bad. I've heard horrible things for it, and it's like considered one of the worst shows on Broadway.
Have you seen it yourself?
No, I haven't, but I've heard. No, I haven't. I've been avoiding it for that reason specifically.
So yeah, that will be a new one for all of us.
Yeah, exactly. So Godspeed to us for next week, because I have a feeling we're all gonna die.
We will die, but we will die in a good way.
But either way, and do any of you guys have any?
Please vote and share it. We want to have some good votes.
Yes. So, do you guys have any other announcements or anything that you want to share?
Check out our website.
Yes, check out our website, ForbiddenStorybookProductions.com. Check out all that fun stuff that we're doing over there.
Yep. So, we're at 2 votes for the poll. If you haven't voted, please vote.
Any other special announcements from Will or from anyone else?
Not that I can think of.
Not that you can think of. All right, then I guess this is the shortest stream we've had in a while. Because usually our streams are like 2 hours long, but this is nice. A nice little reprieve of
short one. Before
yes.
next week, craziness that we'll get. Yes, like Katie, we're gonna kill.
Either way, I'm gonna kill myself. If you want to watch me kill myself, tune in for next week.
You want to watch?
No, don't kill yourself.
For Fields of Ambrosia.
Yes. So with that said, I'm Katie.
Want to do a quick check to see if, since we were just announcing it, people have voted?
Sure. I'll take a gander. Give me a minute.
Melanie, have you voted? And whoever else is watching. And we'll be happy to see you there with food emojis. We'll need it.
Yes. Yeah, we got 6 votes now. And of course, people want to see me die because now we got 50% for Fields of Ambrosia, 33% for Freckle Face Strawberry, and 17% for Roar the Grease Paint. So if you want to see me kill myself, vote for Fields of Ambrosia.
Melanie says for the first option, which is Fields of Ambrosia, correct? There's a 7-minute
Oh my goodness. That is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What did you vote for, Melanie?
Either way, let's call this stream at an end. Yeah. I'm Katie Patterson.
I'm Annie Sergi.
I'm William Grubb.
And hope you guys have a happy Halloween on Tuesday, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye. Bye.